Hello everyone, today I'm going to be explaining what consumer surplus means in terms of microeconomics. So today, consumer surplus, what we'll go over is the fact that it is how buyers benefit from paying market price. So formally, the definition would mean it's the difference between the maximum price a consumer is willing to pay versus what they end up actually paying, say for example at the equilibrium price or at the price floor or price ceiling. So for this example, I'm going to have a graph right here that depicts equilibrium price and quantity, and then the consumer surplus, which lies in the triangle region above, bounded by the y-axis, the demand curve, and the equilibrium price and quantity point. So right here is what you would define as consumer surplus. And so informally, it's essentially the deal or the steal you get on a product when you purchase it for less than you would have originally decided you would want to purchase it for. So one of the examples that I find helped me understand this was the idea of thrifting. So for example, you go to your local thrift store, whether that's a Goodwill, Plato's Closet, something of that sort, and you find a brown jacket you really, really like. And before you even look at the price tag, you're like, oh, if this is $50, $60, I would love to buy this. I would buy it right away, right? But say you pick up the price tag and then immediately you're like, okay, it's $20, but you're already willing to pay $60. So that's $60 minus that $20, it's your $40. So that's your individual consumer surplus. So of course, within a market like this, there are multiple people who are making purchases of the same sort. So the entire triangle region here on this graph, that would be all of the surplus. So for example, if somebody else was willing to pay $30, but it was $20, then they would have that $10 surplus. And then you would sum all of the individual consumer surpluses to come up with that triangle that is bound by the demand curve, the equilibrium, and the y-axis or the price axis. Thank you.